All right. So after many technical difficulties, we are here from the Dragons Den doing a commentary-based broadcast because we have no video. If you want the video, put in another tab. Petrides is streaming on an iPad. So we're just going to do a radio call pretty much of this game. Again, video is on Petrides' channel. There's 4:13 to go. It's 17-7 in favor of CSI. CSI just got the rebound. Here's Jalen Rosario dribbling it out for CSI. Out to Danny O'Connor, driving into the paint. Bounced up, and Petrides gets the steal. Petrides driving down. That's number 1 for Petrides. Into the paint and foul.
Yeah, sloppy game so far. A lot of turnovers for both sides of the Dragons.
Petrides coming to the line, down 10. Again, you gotta love our camera. You gotta love our equipment. It never seems to work when we want it to, but that's how it works sometimes. So we just gotta deal with what we got. And Petrides drills their first free throw.
Wisdom King.
On the court right now for the Dragons, Jalen Rosario, Danny O'Connor, Don Ryan, Boris Perro, and Marcus Nuama. Said it right that time.
Yep.
No good. Rebounded by Petrides. Put back, no good. Marcus driving the ball to Jalen Rosario, dribbling it down the court. Jalen dribbles right in three-point range. Out to Marcus. Jalen calling into the paint. Most players on the left side. Marcus driving into the lane. No good. Rebound. No rebound. Out of bounds on CSI. That's going to Petrides. Petrides inbounds the ball, number 3. Pass out. Left side stolen by Marcus, but no effort. Ball's taken right back. Petrides drives into the lane, pass, good. Assist for Petrides, 17-10 CSI. Jalen manning the ball, double teamed. And batted out of bounds by Petrides on an attempted pass from Jalen Rosario to Marcus Newman. I said Newman again. God, bro. Nuama. Again, never get the hang of the kid I've known for 7 years.
He'll get it down.
Jalen out to Danny O'Connor. Out to Marcus. Marcus manning the ball in three-point range. Back to Danny. Trying to find the lane. Pass out to Jalen. 14 on the shot clock. Marcus passes out of bounds on CSI. In between Jalen and Boris. No sides were communicating on that one.
Coach Lee, the Dragons making some subs here. Subbing in guard Santo Flamenco, Stanley Kushner, and Danny O'Connor.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Stanley lost his jersey, so right now he's wearing number 32 instead of the normal number 11. So you gotta love that.
And he's been playing a lot of points, so you gotta keep that 32 jersey.
In the paint, Petrides tipped out of bounds. That was Don Ryan, I believe. Him or Danny O'Connor. See how many people. We have 4 people listening, which is wonderful. Again,
shout out those 4 people.
It's a foul. On CSI. No subs coming for either team. The inbound from the baseline for Petrides.
Definitely a sloppy game so far. 17-10.
In the lane, no good for Petrides. CSI stolen, but right back to Don Ryan. Don Ryan's carrying the fast break. Pass out to O'Connor for free, and good! Money in the bank, Danny O'Connor drills a three-pointer.
The sharp the Dragons.
Petrides trying to answer back, break into the lane, and no good. Rebounded by Don Ryan. A lot of aggression from Petrides. Stanley, number 32, dribbling it out. Santo, no shot. Out to Jalen. Out to Don Ryan for free. No good, in and out. Santo behind the back pass to O'Connor. Getting slippery here is Santo Flamenco. What a nice behind the back pass.
Santo Flamenco rebound. Falls behind the back pass. O'Connor picks it up, hits the layup to put the Dragons up by 12 with 1:48 left in the second quarter.
What a play by Santo, finding Danny O'Connor perfectly. Timeout called. Both teams in the huddle. Petrides needs to start getting a comeback going. There's 1:49 to go in this half, and they've scored a combined 10 points. So they might want to start picking up the pace scoring-wise if they want any shot of this game, even being remotely close by the end of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a low-scoring game. Last year, these two teams played some low-scoring games. So, yeah, I was going to expect this game to be a low-scoring. It's a very sloppy game, but the teams will pick that up.
Definitely. Coming off CSI's home opener against Port Richmond, obviously people were like, dang, they scored like 60-something points, going to be a high-scoring affair. That's not normal here. Usually you can expect high 40s, low 50s. So, again, there's anomalies, but right now it's fine.
Yeah, that 69 points was led by Marcus Nuama, had 21 points. Then Santo Flamenco chipped in with 12 points and 7 rebounds.
What a fresh start for Santo Flamenco. Coming from Curtis, again, barring his injury and all. Petrides no good off the back. Stanley leading the break out to Santo. And guy we were just talking about, Jalen, looking for the shot out to Ryan, and the lay is no good. Air ball on the floater attempt from Don Ryan. Petrides tries to answer back, and that's a foul on Stanley Kushner. Into the paint, had his hands up, but Petrides drew a foul. Again, if you love enjoying our broadcast, which has no camera, but if you love listening at home, again, we appreciate the viewership. So hopefully next game the camera will be fine, but knowing us, it probably won't be.
If you want to tune in to watch the real game in real time and not listen to us on the radio broadcast, go to basketball YouTube and you'll see the game live. No commentators, but it's good to see the game live.
Yeah, and you might be already watching. We lost a viewer, 3 people. Again, maybe we'll overlay this with Petrides' video if we feel like editing it later on. Santo manning the ball. That's out to X. X. Double team, but stolen. Almost drills us. Well, we almost got slammed with the ball there, but we were saved.
Wisdom King almost came running in. Scores, well, not scores table, or broadcast.
That would have been fun. Most importantly, I could take a hit. I don't know if the computer can. And ref holding onto the ball for Santo. Santo on the inbound, out to Marcus. Lee's calling for Kentucky. Marcus manning the ball. Out to Pat. Out to Johnny. Stolen on the pass attempt to Marcus by Johnny. And lay is good by Petrides. 55 to go in this half. Santo can't find any. Marcus somehow gets that. Petrides playing high press. Stolen again by Petrides on the break. Petrides. Marcus jumps too early and the lay is good. Petrides answering back now. Full court press for Petrides, and it's stolen again by Petrides, but taken right back by Patrick. 30 to go. Marcus catches it on a jump. 3 men on him. Trying to drain some clock here. 23 to go. No shot clock left. Game clock's all that matters. 18 to go. Patrick out to Santo. Back to Marcus. 13 seconds. Marcus. 7 to go. Looking for the final shot. The final dagger. 3, 2. Marcus for 3. No good, off the rim. No foul called. There was a push for Petrides, but no foul was called on that. And we're done with the first half. As quickly as we came on tonight, it appears we're taking our first break of the night after not having a camera. Maybe, we'll continue troubleshooting the camera for now. But we'll be back in a few minutes. And we're back with the amazing radio broadcast, and hopefully the only necessary radio broadcast, unless we feel like doing it at like an away game that they don't let us actually use the camera. Regardless, we're back. It's 22-16 CSI going into the third period. Danny O'Connor on the inbound.
Multiple fouls here called on Petrides.
Black 4 on Petrides. Danny still the inbound. Out to Stanley. Yeah, number 32 for tonight. Stanley dribbling on to Stanley. Out to Danny. Right side free. No good. Marcus with the rebound. Lane. No good, but a foul.
Marcus Nuama going to the line to shoot too.
Nice, good hustle play for Marcus Nuama right there. And after already a foul, that's 2 fouls for Petrides. Actually 3, because there was multiple called fouls on the inbound. Yeah, wasn't there 2 though on the inbound?
No, that was the second one. It's 2.
All right, whatever.
It's fine, it's fine.
Who cares? No one's probably listening anyway. Marcus. No good. And Marcus to shoot his second.
Short on the first one, let's see if he makes an adjustment.
CSI's running the same line they were at the half with Don Ryan, Stanley, Marcus, Santo, and Danny O'Connor, and Marcus. Did he make that?
No, air ball.
No.
He didn't use enough legs.
Yeah, well, I think Petrides in the paint and good on the lay. 22-18. Petrides is on a nice scoring run coming out of the second half right now. Santo out to Marcus. Marcus left side of court. Marcus driving into the lane and no good on the layup. Off the rim and no good. Petrides on the counter. And that's tipped by Marcus. No steal though. Petrides has it. Driving in. Open free on the left side and way off. No good. Marcus with the rebound.
CSI is going to stop the turnovers in their second half if they want to win this game. They had 15 first half turnovers.
Marcus out to Sano, out to Danny, back to Sano. Marcus left side. Marcus trying to find a lane. Out to, intended for Stanley, but Don Ryan got it. Out to Marcus again, same spot. Marcus fakes. What the hell? Marcus with not the best of shot attempts right there. Tried the floor from mid-range, but no good. And the lay is good for Petrides, and Petrides is right back in this one, 22-20. What is happening for the Dragons right now? Complete collapse right now.
And there's
a steal. Danny O'Connor passes into a steal, and we're all tied up at the den.
6-0 run for the Park Panthers so far to start the second half.
And a travel called on Marcus. And that's a timeout for Danny Lee. Petrides out of the half, 6-0 run, and that's coming off already a nice run they had going into the half. At one point it was, what, 22-10? Like, CSI's getting sloppy here.
Yeah, CSI got to lock him.
Yeah, CSI does got to lock in. We've already had so many issues tonight. We don't want to fall to 1 and 2, do we? This is a game that Petrides and CSI, again, really desperate to get a win out of. These are evenly matched teams on paper. Again, you have that lower half of the grid with CSI, Petrides, Port Richmond, Eagle Academy. Those are teams that need to get their wins off each other, because if they have to run into the Goliaths of Newdorp, Pottenville, it starts becoming harder, especially needing to reach that margin to make a playoff spot. Petrides to inbound the ball. Petrides. Lee is not happy with the defense right now. And Petrides easy into the lane. Almost no D going in there. That was an easy ticket to the layup right there. And almost stolen again by Petrides. Ball getting bobbled, and it is stolen by Petrides. Another turnover for CSI. No good, but a rebound for Petrides, and now stolen by Marcus. Marcus on the break. Euro step, and a travel called. Almost a nice play for Marcus, but travel was inevitably called on that one.
Yeah, CSI coming out flat so far to start this third quarter.
All tied up here at 24 with 5:40 to go in the third. Petrides taking it slow on this possession. First time we're seeing that tonight. Pass out to the left side, into the lane. Petrides passing the ball around. Out to the right side, open free. No good, off the rim. Rebounded by Petrides. And in one. Big body for Petrides on the in-one called on Stanley.
Yeah, I don't know what CSI has to do. It's everything. They have to change something with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and they got to win this game because they've looked horrible in the second half so far.
CSI still has no points coming out of this half. The scoring mistake before made it 24. It's still 22 points for the Dragons, down 4. As Petrides tries to go for another, and that's 5.
They go from playing a great game on Monday night, winning 69-64, to having 22 points with 5 minutes left in the third quarter with about 18 turnovers.
Again, almost another turnover, but CSI remains with the ball somehow. Again, CSI's chucking it around pretty much right now. They have no rhythm in their passing. They need to start doing something. I don't know what that has to be, but they have to start doing something.
Yeah, so 27-22, 5:15 left in the third quarter. CSI set to inbound.
Jalen to inbound lay. That's a foul. X to the line for his free throw attempts. Number 22. And CSI's line right now, pretty much the same, but Jalen, Rosario, Santo, X is in now, shooting the free throws, and Don Ryan and Danny O'Connor. No one's lined up to come in on these free throws, so we'll keep the same line as X drills the first one. Petrides makes the sub, though.
23.
CSI, that's their first point of the second half, trying to get into a rhythm now. And a bunch of costly turnovers have brought them into this drought. They were playing consistently and well before that. As CSI misses it on the second, that's X missing his second free throw. Tried getting his own rebound, but no prevail for them. Petrides, nice play in, but the pass hits the foot of number 1. But they find a lane, blocked though by X. Nice block by X. Santo driving down the court. Again, calling Kentucky is Danny Lee. Out to X. Driving in. X pass into the lane, into Santo with the layup. Nice find by X.
Yeah, Santo, the floor general for the Dragons this year, has been nothing but spectacular this year.
And Petrides on the break. No prevail. But that's going to CSI on the miss. Again, Santo's probably been the biggest addition so far for this Dragons team. You can argue, again, Marcus has made a bigger contribution scoring-wise, obviously. The stats prove that. But again, Santo's getting his assists, running the floor well, and for someone, again, that hasn't really played much in previous years, and especially not at our school, it's definitely a good change for him so far.
The Petrides Park Panthers picked up a foul near their own hoop, an offensive foul, so the CSI McAllen Dragons will be shooting 2 free throws. Danny O'Connor is stepping to the line.
And the Dragons sharpshooter looking to tie this one up. Again, down 2. Danny for his first one. No good. Off the front of the rim.
First one is short. Still got 27-25, 4:30 left in the third quarter. O'Connor sinks a second to cut the lead to 1.
1 point game now as Danny makes 1 of 2. And the pass. A little mishandling, but that remains with Petrides. Bounced off a couple people's foot.
The Dragons are in the bonus here with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Petrides picked up a quick 5 fouls, while the Dragons only have conceded 1 foul so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, Petrides open free and good. Nothing but net for Petrides on that one. He's fired up.
We weren't able to stream our JV game, but the Petrides JV beat the Dragons by 11 points.
Yeah, and gotta love technical difficulties. And foul. That's on going to CSI again. Don Ryan now, down 4, trying to make this a 2-point game. CSI, again, is in the bonus, obviously. Petrides came out hot with 2 fouls immediately, pretty much, to start off this quarter. So, again, CSI's pretty quickly in this bonus, trying to get anything they can right now. And way off for Don Ryan. That's off the front of the rim and way off. No shot at that one going in.
Something for the Dragons so far. They have too many turnovers and they're missing too many free throws. Got to clean that up.
Dragons seem to be trying to run as Don Ryan misses his second. And that's out. Hit off Petrides. Again, the Dragons seem to be running their fast-paced tempo a little shakily today, unlike, again, Port Richmond, where they were in the second half finding success with it. Tonight it's been a little bit of a struggle following the first period. Again, almost another turnover, but Marcus keeps it in. Marcus driving into the paint, and good. Nice step by Marcus Lama. Nice lay, 2-point game.
Well, it seems like a smoke run for the Dragons here.
Man. Petrides, open free, but no good. X with the rebound. Again, CSI needs a spark, and if anyone's got to do it, it's got to be their star man, Marcus, as X loses it, and it's going to Petrides on the break. 3 on 2 for Petrides, and foul. No good on the lay, so it will be 2 at the line for Petrides. Again, this is going to be a close game, going down to the wire. But again, CSI can make this back into a large lead for them if they start consistently playing their game plan correct. They've been sloppy, but at times where it's hitting, it's hitting. It's not a struggle when it's actually working, which kind of sounds ironic saying that, but that's how it works sometimes. Hopefully they pick things up. Again, off a spark from their star guy, Marcus. Jalen to inbound. Santo driving it down, full court press though by Petrides. Nice man-to-man. Marcus trying to find a lane and tip. Here comes Petrides on a 3-on-2 fast break, and good on the lay. Petrides putting a statement right now at the Den. They're not taking this win easily. Running out of time to get over, but Jalen gets over the line and easily stolen. And the lay is good for Petrides. Another sloppy error cost the Dragons more of a deficit. Now it's an 8-point game. What a timeout. 3:02 to go. Again, there's not much to say.
Yeah, this is a game the Dragons need to win, and they come out playing like this. It just looks pathetic.
Again, CSI has the pieces. They showed it in that first quarter. They showed it in the first part of the second half, the second period. But CSI seemingly is trying to play too fast of a tempo right now that they can't even handle. Petrides is playing their good defense. They're playing good press on them. CSI is trying to do too much with a little too less time, I think.
Yeah, and for CSI, you need 7 wins to get to the city playoffs. In a tough division how this year is, you're going to need these games right here. And you can't lay off and lay down and just find yourself down 8 in these games. You need to win these games.
Again, Petrides, for any of these teams at the bottom, again, CSI beat Port Richmond in their first go around. But for all the teams in this bottom half of the bracket, you kind of want to sweep your mid teams. You want to sweep your match team. For CSI, they want the 6 wins they can get. They want to sweep Port. They want to that was a loud shot clock. They want to sweep Port. They want to sweep Petrides, and they easily want to sweep Eagle Academy. But they got to win these games. Again, not everything's only in our division for PSAL, but they got to do something. They got to maximize their wins with the easy opponents, or evenly matched opponents, I should say. Santo, again. Now Patrick is on the court. A little bit of a change. CSI's looking for a spark. Good press by Petrides. And that's a travel call on Marcus. Coach Lee is not happy about that one, nor should he be. 2:53 to go.
Whatever this press is for Petrides, it is working to perfection right now in the Dragons. It has forced turnovers for the last 8 possessions.
Yeah, CSI has the bonus already. They've had the bonus for almost this whole period at this point. They need to start driving in. Again, when you have the bonus, you got to start trying to get tough shots off. Chances are you're going to get a foul called eventually. CSI wants to play how they played last game, but sometimes you got to change tempo up if you want to stay consistent. Patrick.
It looks like Petrides is in a 1-2-2 half-court press, forcing the Dragons to get trapped near the sidelines, which they've passed the ball past half court.
And CSI trying to find a spark. Foul on Petrides. Again, in the bonus now, again, this is stuff you got to do. You got to try to force fouls. It's an 8-point game. You got to salvage this gap. Santo, first free throw attempt. And good. 29 points now for the Dragons, looking to make it a 6-point, 2-possession game. Santo. No good on the second. Stanley attempts to rebound, but no good. Petrides again playing fast pace for this Dragons team. And then good. What a play by Petrides getting into the lane on that one. And CSI, Petrides still running their press, leaving CSI to kind of just have to chuck it over half court at this point. Stanley has the ball on the perimeter, but smacked out of bounds by Petrides. Again, retained possession for CSI. Petrides' press is working to perfection right now. Again, CSI is kind of running a small ball line right now. They don't really have many big men. So when you start pulling press on half court, oh, what a play. Marcus breaks someone's ankles, but unfortunately, they get right back up. Stanley on the perimeter. Bad pass, but Danny O'Connor picks it up. Danny, contested shot and way off. No good.
One thing for the Dragons to get back in this game, you need to hit your three-pointers. Stanley, Danny, Santo, you guys need to train your three-pointers.
Petrides pulls up free. No good. He tries flop and no foul called on that one. Petrides talking trash to the student section of CSI. Again, CSI needs some energy in this building. It hasn't been lost yet. Marcus driving into the lane. No good. Put back. And good. 7-point game. And one thing you could say is this Dragons student section does not back down no matter the situation they're put in. CSI needs a spark. They got to start farming. And that was an easy pass for Petrides to get 2 on the lay. 9-point game. 1:05 to go in this third period. Again, CSI's in the bonus, but again, Petrides is running their successful press. Marcus gets it on a chuck up. Stanley on the perimeter. Nice pass to Pat, but blocked. Great play by CSI, but easily read by Petrides. Nice defensive effort there. Again, Petrides on lockdown right now with their 9-point lead. O'Connor, the sharpshooter, to inbound. Essentially hit the game-winning shot for CSI last game. Will someone make the dagger tonight? Playing hot potato around the line, around the perimeter. Stanley has the ball. Looking for a shot. 10 on the shot clock. Out to Marcus, 8 on the shot clock. Out to Patrick, 5. Marcus got to shoot. Contested free. No good, but rebounded by Pat. And 1 for Patrick. Stare him down.
That and one's got to start a spark for the Dragons here. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. You're down by 7. Pat got to make this free throw, get a stop, go down by 6, come out of fourth quarter, and go on a 8-0 run.
Yeah, and CSI doesn't have to tie it up this period, but they got to start doing something. The past couple drives have been a little better, but they got to keep that consistency going. Once the consistency starts hitting, they got to start hitting. The defense is lacking. That's the problem. The offense is struggling, but the defense can't seem to do anything either. Especially Petrides is finding easy open lanes to the paint. And Petrides sails that one out of bounds. Looking like Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce's not over there, is it?
See, so what I said. This is the Dragons' time to go on a run, end the quarter with a spark, and have momentum into the fourth.
17 to go. CSI, again, trying to take the last shot of the period. Marcus, slow to get it out. Marcus, again, you don't need the buzzer beater. Someone's got to do something. Sano with the ball. Sano driving in. Stolen out to Patrick at the buzzer in air. Someone caught a gust of wind on that one. Nothing to go there. 6-point drought. Again, CSI misses the buzzer on that, but still, it's only a 6-point game. They kept it out. No defense. Again, only so much you could do. But if it's consistency, the game plan's good. It's just consistency isn't good. Shots aren't falling. Even the refs got to shake his head at that one. CSI seemed to choke their lead. Yeah, consistency.
Huh?
And time for the final 8 minutes of action from the Dragons Den. How long will that 8 minutes truly be? Yeah, 30-10 run for Petrides. Confirmed by the ref. 30-10 run. Again, not the greatest affairs for CSI. The defense got to start clicking. Someone's got to start hitting shots. This is a 2-possession game, but it feels like a bigger possession game right now. It feels like a drought, like a 30-point drought right now. But the vibes are high still. Not for the players maybe, but at least for the fans. As Petrides messes up. Great start. Maybe the pressure's getting to them. Again, still running the man press. 2-1 man press. Someone's got to get over the line. Patrick finally gets it over.
Our student section's been talking a lot of smack in the last 5 minutes.
But Marcus manning the ball in the perimeter. Marcus driving into the lane. And good! Nice floater for Marcus Nuama. That's the spark you need in this period.
Here we go. What do I say? This is the Dragons' time.
Here's the time to defend. And nice defense by the Dragons, but they leave him open. No shot, though. Driving in and good. Again, good first attempt on the defense. You got to get your rebounds, though. Again, we got a new line on the floor right now. We got Santo, we got Patrick, we got Boris back on, we got Marcus, and we got Stanley. And Patrick messes up, and that's an easy layup for Petrides. Again, they keep messing up. It's the fundamentals, it's the basics that CSI is lacking right now. Marcus misses the lay, almost a great play. Stanley was open though, and Marcus with the hustle play gets it back. Santo driving in now. Floater, no good. Back to Petrides. Marcus taking time to get up. And Petrides lays it in. 10-point drought, right? Marcus a little shaken up. Again, he got injured in that Port game. We saw that. Maybe he re-aggravated the same thing. It was only 2 nights ago. Yeah, you know, as Tyler says, this has been a pathetic showing. Again, 30-10 drought going into this period. And CSI has answered back with 6 points, but so has Petrides. Again, if something's going to start clicking, it's going to have to start clicking soon. Again, someone's got to do something. Don Ryan's back on for Boris. Danny O'Connell's back on, and Don Ryan loses it. He's on the ground. Petrides, spin move, and good.
Every lineup Coach Lee puts out there, I think every kid on this team has had a turnover so far today.
Yeah, again, not the best showing. Someone's got to start finding a spark real soon. Santo has the ball open free. Off the front of the rim, no good, but rebounded by Don. Santo driving in. Out to Stanley, open. No good.
Dragons really needed those 2 threes there from Santo and Stanley. Cut the lead down to 9, but they find themselves down 12.
Almost called that one early. Looked like an easy, wide open free for Stanley, but couldn't get the shot to fall. You got to start wondering if it's the butterflies at this point. Now O'Connor for free. That one no good. Ryan gets the rebound. Out to Don Ryan, out to O'Connell again. Back to Sano, back to O'Connell again. Back to Sano, playing hot potato. O'Connell into the lane. Stanley open free again. Cash money on that one. Drills that.
Marcus Nuama looks a little shaken up for the Dragons on the sideline.
And Petrides, easy drive into the lane again. CSI can score points, but if they can't make a stop in the lane, something's not going to click. Almost a turnover. Danny fouled by Petrides. Again, must-win game for both teams tonight. CSI, if they can come back from this one, would be a much-needed spark. Go 2-1 on this year.
Yep,
Stanley open in the lane, and the lay is good. 9-point deficit.
The clock is ticking down. If you got to make a run, it's got to be right now.
Petrides again trying to get back. Petrides. Open free again for Petrides. And nothing but air. Let it fly.
Student section letting him know after that air ball timeout for Petrides Park Band.
Gust of wind on that one. Jeez Louise. Maybe trying to give a souvenir to the cheerleaders on that, because that was nowhere near the rim. Yeah, 9-point deficit with this timeout for Petrides. Again, CSI has the ability to come back. We saw it against Port. They started clicking in the second half. But at some point, you can start clicking too late. And 5:12 to go, still plenty of time. Fourth quarter, 5:12 means like 25 minutes of real life time. So again, someone's got to start doing something. Again, do you look for your star man who's shaking up right now? Do you look for Stanto? Do you look for Danny or sharpshooter, Stanley? Someone's got to start hitting, but it seems evident that a lack of big bodies right now in the paint is costing CSI this game, beyond the offensive struggles. What do you say?
Wisdom.
I have no idea. Petrides is top scorer, it appears. Trying to say something to me. Couldn't hear him, though. Don Ryan gets the ball out to O'Connell, out to X. Maybe O'Connell's got to start taking this into his own hands. He loses the ball, though. Danny has no one. Timeout called by CSI. Danny was trapped there.
So Coach Lee's taken a plethora of timeouts today. Now, I don't know how many he has left. If he definitely has below 3 timeouts left. If it's either 2, 1, or maybe 0. We gotta see here.
Yeah, no. But again, at this point, timeouts seem to not be working for the Dragons, so it's the lack thereof even going to matter at the end of the day. Someone's got to start clicking, but, like, when you're out of timeouts at this point, it doesn't matter. We're calling so many and nothing's changing.
Yeah, we got some other games going on the island as we speak right now. In the 4A PSAL division, we have the Curtis Warriors versus the Wagner Falcons. In the PSAL 3A division, Eagle Academy versus McKee Staten Island Tech, and Newdorf versus Tottenville.
Again, the call up to 4A was definitely beneficial for Wagner last year. Santo way off on that 3-point, but Don gets the rebound. Santo again. And good. Banks at home. I said Banks at home again.
If you miss the first, you make the second.
Cash money for Santa right there. Easy drive again for Petrides. Another foul on CSI. Again, this Petrides team wasn't highly ranked going into this year, but they put up a pretty valiant effort against Tottenville, only losing 43-53 last game they played for their first PSAL game. So again, teams with low expectations this year, or mid expectations, certainly seem to be coming out hotter than expected. But again, Petrides drills there first. It's 51-44.
Wisdom King at the line made the first.
Student section getting loud, and he drills both. 52-44, 8-point deficit. 3 possession game. Santo, again, double press now. That's a foul on Petrides. Again, nowhere near the bonus either team. Again, two on Petrides and 1 on CSI. So we're probably not going to be seeing too many foul shots this quarter as things stand. 4:20 to go. Santo trapped and stolen, but taken right back. Stanley, 3-point range, trying to get something. X has the ball. Out to Santo. Santo loses it, though, picked up by Don. Don, nice, no look pass to X. Misses it, though. And he's going to the line for 2. X has to click on both free throws, it seems, at this point, the way CSI's offense is rolling. And pressure on his shoulders, but it's not immense. As he drills the first. CSI running the same line out with O'Connell, Flamenco, X, Don Ryan and Stanley. And Petrides now to inbound. And you got to find your hero at this point. If you're CSI, you hope it's someone.
And CSI has pressed down the stretch here in this fourth quarter. Petrides is just doing a great job of breaking it.
And at this point, Petrides is going to try to drain as much clock as they can. But again, the lackluster defense by the Dragons promotes that. Nice no-look pass. And jumping.
Technical foul on Petrides. Excessive celebration. If I was CSI here, you're down by 8 right now. 3:39 left. Hopefully Stanley makes both free throws. You have to be aggressive as hell. You have to trap everything. Every pass, you have to be ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure. First turnovers, get steals, hit layups and ones, and win this game.
Again, if you need a hero tonight, you got to find a hero. Last game, it was O'Connor. He drilled that free with, 1 minute 40 to go, and that evidently ended up pretty much being the dagger, barring anything else. Will it be him tonight? Again, you got other options. You got guys that can hit threes. Again, O'Connor's probably your best option, but you got Stanley who can drill too. You got Santos. Someone's got to take some control though, because this game's looking out of reach right now, and that's a backcourt violation. Don, pass out to O'Connor.
That is a horrible turnover for the Dragons as Marcus Nuwama gets subbed back on for Don Ryan.
The Star Boys back for CSI, looking to provide a last-ditch effort. 3:30 to go, down by 6. This is a 2-possession game. This is out of reach. Petrides open, no good on the free, but no one to pick up the lay. Again, another bad play on defense for CSI. They missed the free-pointer, Petrides, but no one was there to get the rebound. O'Connor, pass to Marcus. Marcus trying to take control. Sano, free ball. No good. And that's going to Petrides.
That three needed to go down for CSI.
And 4 fouls for Petrides. So at some point, CSI might want to try to draw. Oh, 5, excuse me. So.
They might be messed up the clock.
The bone, and no, it's 4 and 2. Yep, so no one's in the bonus yet.
Off-ball foul, Marcus.
Petrides catches a slipstream on that one and eats the dirt. 8-point game again. Full court press for CSI. Almost got it. Nice place. Petrides driving into the lane. Trap.
Traveling every time. I don't know what.
No rebound for CSI again. Missing their rebounds. Jumping for joy in the paint, and 1 for Petrides.
It's not an and one either. You can't not miss a travel call and then call an and one on that. It's unacceptable.
This game is far from over, but it's seeming way out of reach for this team. Again, this is a almost a 50-point run for Petrides, while CSI has only traded 18 points. Or 20 points. Pretty much a 50-20 run for Petrides. O'Connor misses that. Looks like a sloppy attempt at a shot there. And Petrides is just gonna drill this one out, it seems. 2:30 to go. But Petrides is in full command right now as they make another lay. And that seems like that's going to put an end to this one with a 12-point deficit. Again, barring a miraculous comeback. Don driving in, no good. Catches his own rebound, and lay is good. 10-point game.
Timeout for Petrides.
Timeout for Petrides, but at this point, hope's starting to seem all but lost for this Dragon side. The student section seems fairly out of it, it seems, but it might be just the team at this point. Again, you make so many sloppy plays. At some point, it catches up to you, and This team looks drained.
Yeah.
Regardless of the outcome here. Yeah, you know, we have 10 people watching, but we usually have more, but gotta love the camera not showing. So people probably don't want to hear my beautiful voice and Tyler's beautiful voice. So instead they're just watching the iPad footage from Petrides, which might be the move for the next broadcast considering GoPro. You know, we might have to sue GoPro at some point. This thing does not want to work when I want it to work.
Right now, CSI came out in timeout with Don Ryan, Stanley, Danny O'Connor, Santo, and Pat. They got to pick it up in these last 2 minutes if they want to win this game.
CSI pretty much has all their free-point specialists out. You switch on in 2K the free-pointers for your line. This is pretty much what CSI has out right now. Again, they don't have time, though. Time is a virtue. And Petrides is taking all the time they need right now, as they should. They're going to ice this one, it seems. And no good, but the leg caught by Petrides.
That might be the dagger, bro. It's 2 minutes left, and then they waste all 35 seconds. They throw up a shot, and we can't get a defensive rebound.
And Petrides calls a timeout. They're not happy with that.
That is the game right there. They run down the shot clock, get it to a minute, down by 10. That's a possession that just cost this game.
Again, at this point, you might as well just, like, go all out. CSI is going to go all out. They're down 10. They're going to need steals. But at this point, Petrides just has to contain the ball. CSI is just going to have to foul and hope someone's not making their shots. Because at this point, what are you going to do? 27 on the shot clock, 127 in the game. You pretty much have a minute left, barring they don't score and you don't foul right here.
And they give up a layup.
And one.
And it's an and one.
And that's the game. Again, what are you going to do? No one's happy. Stanley evidently is not happy.
Looks like it's going to be a Panthers sweep.
Again, a rough outing. CSI came out insanely hot, and then everything just went downhill from there. Again, CSI, luckily, is fortunate enough that out of everyone they could play in their next game, hopefully a bounce back as they turn it over again. And Petrides makes another layup. 15-point game. Again, they're playing fast-paced. Again, we'll talk about that when this game's actually over. But Santo for free. No good. In and out. Intentional foul. Down 15. What is that going to do? And Petrides, a little cocky, but what are you going to do? Yeah, this, in all evidence, is an important game. Both sides should be evidently upset and excited about this outcome, depending on who you support. So all that matters at this point, CSI runs the gauntlet, rest of the way. And they missed their second. 15 points game, a minute left. Might as well go all out now. Patrick driving in and snatch block. And an intentional foul for Stanley. If you want a play that sums up CSI's night, that's gotta be a snatch block in the paint with a minute to go, down 15.
That's point for CSI. Don't even foul. Just run out the shot clock. Don't even put up a shot. Just run it out.
Yeah, again, I don't feel like intentional fouls were really the move, down 15 with 48 to go. But look, next game, luckily, for a rebound game is Eagle. CSI will play Eagle Academy. Again, JV and varsity like always here. 4:30 start for JV. Hopefully the camera's working. As CSI turns it over
Another
again.
turnover. That just summarizes the game for you right there.
But again, hopefully Eagle Academy seems to be the worst ranked team on the island this year. so they might as well come in with a nice rebound effort, because this was definitely the roughest possible outcome for CSI for a must-win game, losing by potentially 20 points. Down 17 right now, but it seems they're just going to keep intentionally fouling instead of draining this clock. Petrides is going to walk out here with a big smile on their face. Petrides is trolling at this point. They're playing with the CSI student section. Student section's doing whatever they can to salvage a 17-point deficit with 35 seconds. CSI still trying to score, and that one's almost stolen again. How cold. It's coming to the line now. But again, Eagle is probably the best outcome for this team to run into next game.
Last year, CSI played against Petrides at home in the first half of the season in December. They lost by 21, and they came back in January and beat them at the buzzer. So.
Yeah. No, but in all honesty, if you look, Eagle lost their game, but they lost by 1 point to this Petrides team on Thanksgiving Eve.
Without their best player, Casey Royal.
Again, this is like a rough outcome for CSI, because, again, on paper, Eagle doesn't look better than them. They look, again, similar skill. Petrides didn't look better, though, and here we are with a 20-point deficit. Pretty much 18 points. Petrides going to run this out. Again, sign of respect. Petrides going to drain this one out, as they should, from the get-go. What a rough outcome. What a poor effort by the Dragons. And now they have to run into Eagle Academy, who came off a 1-point loss. On paper, this shouldn't have been a rough one, but it ends up with a horrible outcome for the Dragons as we head into Monday's game here. Again, live, 4:30. We'll have some camera, whether that's an iPad, a GoPro. We'll have a camera next week. We'll be back, and hopefully this team will find their mojo back, because this was the worst possible outcome you could have run into tonight. Again, we'll end tonight. CSI now is 1-2 on the season. Petrides is now 1-2 on the season. I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, I don't care. Whatever their record is, someone's running into probably, likely, an 0-2 Eagle Academy next week. So, regardless of the outcome, it's over. From the Dragons then, signing off. Tyler already left. He was so upset. So, I'll sign off for y'all. Again, thank you for watching from Acorn Sports on our amazing radio broadcast tonight. And I wish you a pleasant evening. Good night, y'all.